Good morning. So here we are, and not shared very much recently because there wasn't very much to say. Full moon was a bit, ooh, wasn't it? A lot came up then, and I felt so tired recently as well because we've had a lot of ascension energies coming through. And there's all this shit going on, you know, worldwide, which I won't really get into. We all know what that is. And do you know what really came to me today? I spent a lovely day yesterday with a really good friend I've known since I was about, well, I think our parents went to the antenatal thing together back in the late 60s, but I've actually known since I was about 4. And we had a good old chat about everything. And made me think about roots. And obviously I am walking in a beautiful pathway where there's lots of trees and so lots of roots, so that makes sense. But I think it made me think about getting back to basics. We had a good old chat about stuff. I'm just going to turn this around so you can see where I'm walking and not look at me. Okay, so yeah, we had a good old chat about roots, and what came up as well was discernment, because if you get back to basics, get out of your head, get back down into your roots, discernment comes through naturally. And taking a step away a bit, I have over the last few days from my work and from Blue Butterfly and other things. I've dropped in and out, but I haven't given as much energy to it because I just felt like I needed to make room, basically. And to make room, I had to get rid of, or allow to drop away, some bits that didn't serve. Hang on, car. Oh, we do get this here, even though it's quite isolated. Your car or tractor. Yes, so we get back to roots. We get back to talking about what's real and what's the very essence of us, giving ourselves time. There is so many, I felt like I was being pulled in so many directions, and because of that, and because I was giving of myself so much, I had no discernment really of where my energy was going. So discernment is a big thing, getting back to the real essence of you. How, or me, you know, I'm just talking from my own experience, how we can, if you look at these trees and see the roots and see how old they are. So we've got the roots of this life and many lives before that we can draw on. And looking around at everything that's happening in the world can pull us in so many different directions, many of which aren't healthy for us or others. So I pulled away from social media, didn't interact with a lot of people. And yeah, it was a bit, some of it was a bit shit actually, because a lot of stuff came up. But I do feel renewed now, and I do feel that I have a little bit more discernment because I took time in getting back to what was important, getting my feet on the ground, although there is always connection, and remembering why I started all this. So that's all it is really. There's a light within you and you found it, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, or you're searching for it. You don't need to search because it's there, by the way. Sometimes we can lose our way, get entangled, and sometimes we don't have to spend all our time in the dark to help others. Sometimes we need a little break, and most of what I do is full of light. But yeah, I started getting sort of pulled this way and that and getting very frustrated with things. So it was time to get back to what was more important. And also, ego as well seemed to be getting in the way. And I think that's the same for all of us. And we don't know all the answers. All the things that are going on in the world, nobody knows all the answers. Nobody ever does. And every sentence that you read about current things that are going on in the world, and every video that you watch, none of us know exactly what's behind it. And we can get very tangled with the best of intentions. I've done it myself. So coming back to ourselves, coming back to our roots, using our intuition and discernment. When our energy gets diluted with all the outside stuff, we tend to lose that, or I do. And those that don't, that can dip in and out, I take my hat off to you. I can't do that. And I know one of the reasons I'm here is to assist others. That's one of the reasons. And I can't really do that if I let myself get too caught up in everything and too stretched. So I've got back to what's real. I've got back to what's me. I've learnt another lesson. I've shed another skin. I'm building another new one. And we move on. And challenges will come. But we'll get there. Right, I hope that makes sense. Much love to you. Speak soon.